Trafford ground, bomb disposal experts have carried out a controlled explosion. Tens of thousands of fans had to leave. United's final game of the season against Bournemouth is abandoned.
When you're leaving this ground and you ask the security guard, like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we don't know, just wait outside. It's kind of, put us in a panic.
It's the right decision that the security of the fans is the most important thing.
A very good evening to you. The last day of the Premier League football season was thrown into chaos this afternoon when tens of thousands of fans had to be evacuated from Manchester United's Old Trafford Stadium because of a suspect package. Bomb disposal experts later carried out a controlled explosion. United had been due to play Bournemouth, and a win could have secured them a place in next season's Champions League. Andy Swiss is at Old Trafford for us tonight. Andy, over to you.
Well, as you say, on the pitch, this was potentially a pivotal day for Manchester United, and shortly before kick-off, thousands of fans had already taken their seats inside the stadium. But then, suddenly, everything changed. And instead of watching a football match, fans were being evacuated from the stadium, and the game dramatically cooled off.
As the players warmed up just 20 minutes before kick-off, an announcement over the tannoy. The instruction for fans in two stands to evacuate from the stadium after a suspect package had been discovered. Kick-off was initially delayed as sniffer dogs were brought in. But shortly after 3 p.m, the TV coverage of the game made a dramatic announcement.
An evacuation is underway, hence we are outside here in the television compound. We're about, 100 yards or so behind the Trafford end. Reports that the bomb squad have been arriving. Here we are, there is confirmation that the bomb disposal unit arriving here at Old Trafford.
As the players, including United's Michael Carrick, digested the news, the remaining thousands of fans inside the stadium were then evacuated. Most appeared to remain calm. Among them, a group who'd come all the way from Azerbaijan to watch the game.
It's the right decision that the security of the fans is the most important thing.
When you're leaving this ground and you ask the security guard, like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we don't know, just wait outside. It's kind of put us in a panic.
Emergency services soon arrived at the ground, as well as a bomb disposal team who carried out a controlled explosion. In footballing terms, this was one of the biggest days of the season, with United hoping to win Champions League qualification. But instead, the sport has been overshadowed by concerns over security at one of the game's most famous venues.
Go on now, we're all right.
Well, within the last few minutes, police have said a controlled explosion was carried out on what is described as an incredibly lifelike explosive device. They say the experts' assessment has now concluded and found that the device wasn't viable. A full search of the stadium is ongoing, they say, and the focus now on trying to get to the bottom of what has been a very serious security alert. Clive.
Andy, many thanks for that. Andy Swiss there at Old Trafford. Now, the prominent Vote Leave campaigner in June's EU referendum, Boris Johnson, has compared what he claims is the ambition